Hej på dig! Du tycker om svart metall. Du tycker på Watain. Sådär! Here we have Watain's latest album, the long-awaited album which is supposed to make things better after the previous one, the Wild Hunt, that didn't got so much liking than the previous ones. As you can see, this is the Trident Wolf Eclipse here, which we're gonna kind of unbox for you. First, let's take off the info sheets, advertising sheets, and let's just put this to pieces. As you can see, this is old school, just black jewel case, and underneath we have this backside paper having the track list and the image and all the necessary label information. Let's put that aside and let's take a look on the CD, which is here yet again, silver and black, very nice. And here, most importantly, we have the actual booklet. So unlike many booklets these days, this is not a booklet per se, you know, counting pages, but actually a big sheet wrapped. As you can see, there are all the lyrics and some nice small images to complete the album. On the back side, or should I say front side, on the other side we have not only the cover image, we have a track list here actually, and a wolf picture, which is supposed to give you the idea of this wolf back of a band. And here we have a band photo, and because you can pretty much can't read here, it's the all songs performed by Watain, basically the lineup info and guest musicians and all that stuff. And this is some real nice old school stuff as well. It's a greeting / thank you list, which is not that common anymore, at least when it comes to black metal. So kudos to the band for putting out a real kind of 80s way of releasing the CD. Now, what means to most of you, apart from the lyrics and all that info, is of course the question: is this album any good? Is it worthwhile buying, or at least listening to on streaming services? It's already out on Spotify and whatnot, so pretty much most people, at least I think, who have been more enthusiastic about Watain have already listened to them. So I guess my opinion or way to describe this album weighs very little, but that's okay. So I get to listen to this album way before I got to the CD. So with CD, basically nothing changed when it comes to the music, obviously. The thing is that Watain was known for their kind of a melodic, very Swedish-like black metal, the type of sinister atmosphere, very black, very dark, very ominous type of black metal you're very used to when it comes to second wave black metal, be it Norwegian, Swedish, Finnish, Danish, whatever. You get the idea when you heard the term Swedish black metal. Now, with the Wild Hunt, many people, me included, felt like Watain has basically lost its idea or kind of roading, that is, kind of forgot its past and go to all the dimensions where most people didn't want it to go. But now that Trident Wolf Eclipse, the band has kind of refounded itself. That is, taken back to the very good path that was something that Watain was known for. Now, some people say that this new album is kind of a serial when it comes to the sound, the overall production and guitars and all that stuff. And while I can pretty much agree on that on some level, I still must say this is not the type of overproduced album which just, gives you the vibe of this being a product rather than an album or of creativity. Now, music-wise, the band basically unleashes it first and maybe even the best track when the album starts with Nuclear Alchemy. As it was previously released as a kind of a single track or kind of a preview track of the album. It is very aggressive, fast forward, and quite compact song that kind of sums up the rest of the album. Now, while I say it's probably the best track here, I don't mean to say that the rest of the album is meaningless, because it isn't. It's quite aggressive, it's kind of a vicious little feral beast that wants to claw your eyes out and bite your ears off. It's very kind of a fast tempo, but not all the way kind of a blast beating album. That is kind of a 2017 version would have been out already like 1999. Think of like Mardu, Dark Funeral, or many other Swedish black metal bands with melodies and fast pace, and you pretty much get the idea. So it clearly sounds like Watain, but then again it has clearly shedded its skin, making this album actually pretty damn good. Now, I don't know if this will be a classic in 10 years or so, or ever, but I do know that this is a very strong comeback after the previous albums. I think last two albums, this clearly beats them easily. Now, when I'm saying that this is one of the best Watain albums, it's all, of course, open for discussion. That depends on so many factors, whether you want to go in putting those albums in a certain order. But I think the most important thing is that Watain has clearly proven that they are a black metal band to be taken seriously, not only because, you know, the music or the lyrics, but also because they have kind of had their own path. They have tried different ideas, but then again they are still, you know, have this proof that they are capable and willing to do a kind of a modern yet kind of a classic black metal album. So, to put it short, to kind of put it in 2 words, good album. So if you've ever liked Swedish black metal, you know, post Bathory, well, definitely you want to check this one out. I know some people who prefer the previous one better than this, but I think they are minority. Nevertheless, Watain album for Watain fans. This one is a good one, a thumb up album. Go check it out. Go to your record store, or at least listen to your favorite streaming services. As always, reviews are up for debate, so drop your comments and whatnot on the box below, and as always, more stuff to come. Stay true, stay metal, and stay satanic. This is Rauta, over and out.